Good afternoon. How are you, dear?
I'm good.
She always has a hard time starting this. She thinks it's goofy. She's goofy. So, we haven't done this in a little while.
Yeah.
Not because we've been slacking off, but because we've been kind of busy. And wanted to make sure we had good stuff to talk about. So, first off, we want to thank Helen at Personalized Touch here in McKinney for making some gym shirts for us. She made a first round of shirts for us. She made these cool tank tops, got a bunch of different colors. And work your ass off is like our gym motto. And kind of our motto in life. At least that's how I look at it. So,
Yep.
like when we're out here, we're serious about it. If she's talking too much, I tell her, shut up, go over there, and
No, you don't say
I-
shut up.
a couple times maybe. No,
you,
I don't.
You
but-
get quiet and I take the hint.
Yeah, like, come on, I'm trying to do this. And I'm that way at work too. Like when it's busy and my job is plan, and then things happen out of control and the plan goes to hell and I have to think quickly to fix it. And the girls at work see me, it's mainly women at work that I work with, except for a few of the guys. The girls are the ones that see me, and it's a couple of them that just recently started used to think, well, Eric, you get like mad, and I'm like, I'm not mad, I'm just fixing a effing problem because somebody has to do it. And y'all are like, oh, what do we do? I'm like, no, you have to figure out what to do, like now. Like I can solve this in 5 or 10 minutes of thinking and making a couple phone calls. So, just how I am. Like, I'm almost better under pressure. When things are going well and my plan's going well, there are parts of the day when I have to find shit to do. Which I'm not complaining, but there's stuff, it's a small enough company that I end up involved in multiple things, which I'm fine with. But that aside, what were we talking about last night?
Planning, like meal planning.
How we're planners,
Yeah.
and how it relates to what we do.
And
We
why,
did-
why we've been kind of successful lately, for sure.
Yeah, well, and we talked a little bit about what we're going to talk about. I didn't tell you I was going to say this, but it just popped in my head. When we got together, we both gone through some stressful relationship times. And apparently when that happens in our lives, neither of us are binge eaters. We're binge don't fucking eat and keep going about everything. So we were both like, for us, we were both like rail thin. And I mean, I was still going to the gym. You were still doing yoga.
Yeah.
We weren't eating. Probably wasn't extremely healthy. We drank quite a bit on the weekends. Stress, whatever. We coped however we did. We looked really good, but it doesn't mean we were super healthy. And then we got married, and we got comfortable and happy, and because we are planners together, it was easy. And it got pretty easy, and then we went from not eating to eating. Guilty as charged, we've both done it. And along the way, you get older. And when you get older, you know, I've had a couple neighbors tell me, you can't out-train a bad diet. I'm like, I've done it for 30 freaking years. Like, but I'm kind of crazy in the gym. So, it caught up to us a little bit, and then we decided a couple months ago, all right, we're gonna do this. So, and we have been. Like, haven't had a drink in almost 2 months, not a drop. Part of that's because of some health things that are going on, but all that's headed in the right direction.
We found some alternatives, some NA stuff. That's cool.
That's actually really good. There's several breweries making NA craft beer, and some of it's pretty darn tasty.
Yeah.
So yeah, I won't say we haven't had some of those, but the beauty is you have one or two. You're not chasing that Friday night buzz. You're having one with your dinner maybe two, or maybe one with dinner, or maybe one in the hot tub. But I mean, it's basically, heck, Lagunitas makes the hot water, which is 0 calories, 0 everything. It's got some potassium in it. It's like drinking a banana without it, but it's hot water.
Yeah.
If you like IPA, it's really good.
Yeah, it's good.
So, yeah. Where are we going with that?
So we plan our meals.
Oh, yeah. Like there's Sunday afternoons where I'll grill a dozen chicken breasts. And guess what I'm eating that week? Chicken. Pretty much every day. Chicken and rice, or chicken and a salad. Like, usually by Thursday I'm tired of chicken. But it's easy, it's simple, it's cut up, it's portioned, it's in a package, it's ready to go. I can't overeat. And the money you save, if you're somebody that goes out to lunch every day or even 2 or 3 days a week, when you cut that shit out and you prep it at home, we made some changes too. Haven't eaten any, no white bread. The only time I'll have noodles is on Friday or Saturday, pretty much. Like, okay, I'm gonna splurge on Saturday and we're gonna have lasagna or whatever. Like, and if you watch any other videos, like, I'm into the bodybuilder scene to some degree. John Meadows preaches the 90-10 deal, and he's a big proponent of people eat like 5 meals a day. So he's like, every other day you can have a cheat. He's like, now the cheat isn't 4 Twinkies, but he's like, if you gotta have a Twinkie, one of your 10 meals, maybe you have a Twinkie, or one of your 10 meals with your sandwich that's on whole grain bread, maybe you have a half of that bag of Lay's potato chips instead of going without it totally. Like, you know, reward yourself in small quantities. And stick to it. Don't, well, I can do it every day. No, that's not gonna work. Like, it's gonna backfire on you. So yeah, portioning. Erica's got an app, she counts calories. I've done this enough times that I don't worry too much about the calories. I can tell if I'm hungry, I can tell if I'm starving, and I keep myself in between.
Yeah.
I hadn't got on the scale in 6 or 7 weeks, and I did the other day. I started at about 244 and I'm down at 232. I really don't care about the weight loss, I just want to look better.
And you do.
So, almost have abs again.
You're there.
Not bad for a 50-year-old guy that just kind of does this for the fun of it. So yeah, I've seen her in bikini bottoms in the hot tub the last couple days.
Those hadn't fit last
She
year.
looks pretty good. So, well, but you can do it, but you got a plan. And if you haven't done it, the easiest way to do it is food prep for the whole freaking week. Like, I eat,
Super, super easy. Pull it out and that's what you have.
and you know, some people want variety. My mornings are, I buy the low carb, like, it's keto free yogurt. I'm not doing a keto thing, but I buy that because it's low carb and high in protein. And I cook scrambled eggs. I usually cook a bunch on Sunday, and then Wednesday I cook some more. But I take 3 to 4 scrambled eggs with some cheese and some bacon, because we got this giant bag of bacon crumbles. It's awesome from Costco. And I mean, if you don't like bacon, might be something wrong with you. I don't know. So I'm more than happy eating those every freaking day. I mean, I eat them on the weekends too. And eggs are cheap.
Yeah.
Protein. Now, if you're worried about cholesterol and stuff like that, get rid of the yolks. There's a lot of good vitamins and stuff in the yolks too. If you're eating 3 of them, you might want to eat 1 yolk. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, but you can get rid of some of them, if not all of them, to help avoid some of the bad stuff that's in the egg. Maybe not too much bacon, maybe not too much cheese, or maybe none of some of those, whatever.
Right.
But I scramble them up, portion them out. I don't like the eggs sitting too long. I worry about it, my own thing. So I usually cook enough on Sunday through Wednesday, and then Wednesday night I cook enough for Thursday and Friday. I mean, they're quick and easy.
Yeah. Then you just microwave it.
Yeah, and I got a microwave at work, so I have eggs in the morning first thing. About an hour later, they're always like, Eric, you're always eating. Because I got my 3 or 4 eggs, I got my thing of yogurt, I got a couple cheese sticks, And then I got my lunch, whether it's chicken and rice or salmon and rice or whatever, or a whole grain sandwich with some turkey and some mustard on it. And literally, that's pretty much every once in a while, about every other time I take a sandwich, I put a slice of cheese on there. Real cheese, 'cause I like it. And about once a week, well, twice, if I take sandwiches, I usually don't take them back to back. I'll grab a handful of Lay's out of the bag of the kids' potato chips, throw them in a sandwich bag and have those. It's like my cheat. And maybe one of those Dr. Atkins bars it's got some carbs in it, but it's low sugar.
Yeah.
Every day, like all week. The amount of money I've saved though by never going to Whataburger or Subway. If I do cheat on Friday, it's Subway 6-inch whole grain tuna with some veggies on it and some mustard, and I do get a little mayo on that just because I like it and it's Friday and I'm like, screw it, I'm cheating a little bit. But I don't get the chips. I'm drinking a lot of water. Coffee's water, right? But yeah, y'all got a plan. I've been kind of working with somebody who they're putting in the work, but they're not changing their eating habits. And told them 100 times. I pretty much told them, I said, this is it, the last time I'm telling you. You got to get your shit together with your food, or you're not going to lose the weight. I went on the rant about us getting together and then getting fat and happy and now getting our shit together again.
Mm-hmm.
I think doctors in this country do a disservice, probably because they're afraid to get somebody to put a bad review out there on them. To a lot of these people, overweight people tend up being type 2 diabetic.
Mm-hmm.
It's because they're fat and they're fucking lazy. And I'm probably not going to get a lot of friends for that, but it's just the truth in most cases. And then they'll give them a handicap sticker because they're fat, lazy, and don't want to move their body in the first place. I think those people should get a special, like, purple sticker, and that spot's at least 2 miles from any fucking store, and if you got a purple dot on your head or something, and you can't walk in the store unless they saw you walk across the thing. Like, move your body. If you don't care about yourself, I don't know how somebody else really can. Like, so.
You gotta want to do it.
I know that's not going to be popular with some of you, but you got to take care of yourself before you can take care of somebody else in most cases, at least for the long haul. So yeah. Some of y'all get me worked up. Not because I don't love you, but you still get me worked up.
No, because we worry about people, you know. So.
Yeah. And
we
the
want
food part
our
is.
friends to be around for a long time.
The food part's simple. I mean, we're doing it eating healthy stuff, but if you're counting calories and then your first goal is to lose weight, you got to count the calories. Like,
And there's several apps out there where
they make it
you
easy.
You can even take a picture of the barcode and it'll tell you how much is in the serving and then how many calories. That's pretty surprising on its own when you look at, oh, a serving of tortilla chips is 7 chips. Well, I just had 4 servings.
Yeah, it's not 17, it's not
So,
half the bag, it's 7
it's
chips or what, it's crazy.
Like, yes, so that puts it in perspective a lot of times. And then you're like, oh, well, I don't really want to write that down, so I'm not going to eat it. That's what I say. I don't.
That's what people need to do is say, I don't want to write that down, so I'm not going to eat it. The problem with a lot of these folks, I'm pretty sure, is they eat it and say, oh, I'm just not going to write that down. And then, well, how come I didn't lose any weight? Well, because you did that 17 times this week and you forgot about them all, conveniently. And you didn't write it down or put it in the damn app.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't lose any weight, but I ate less. Bullshit. You're lying. Just because, you know, it's no different than a smoker. A habitual smoker. They reach in their pocket, they grab a smoke. They know when they're getting low, they stop and they buy another pack. They don't count how many they smoked in a day. They just know when they get to the job site, they're going to have a cigarette. When they get in their truck, they're going to have, like, they do it. You watch it if you hang out with them. I mean, my dad was a smoker. They don't write that shit. They don't even think about it. They just, when they need another pack, they go get them. Same thing with somebody that chews tobacco. Like, it becomes habit and they don't think about it. If you eat cheese and crackers every day,
Are you calling me out?
well, you don't think about it. If you work out every day and then you drink 3 or 4 beers after, I might have done that for a lot of years on a lot of days. You don't think about it. It's habit. You got to break those habits.
Yeah.
If you want to.
And it can be done.
Yeah. So, what does it say on the back of my shirt? It's mindset. It's all right here. All of it.
And then when you start to see the progress, then you're like, yes.
Yeah. So, we were going to do Functional Fitness Sunday. We had a really pretty killer legs day yesterday. We do have a new piece of equipment out back. It's not in the gym. If you follow on Facebook, I posted some pictures. We got a nice new therapeutic hot tub.
It's good
And
for after the workout.
It's awesome on the joints, the aches, after 30 plus years of doing this every day. It was worth every penny in the 4 days that we've had it so far.
Used it a lot already.
Yeah, I mean, we'll pretty much use it almost every night. July, August in Texas gets pretty hot, but it might only get used 2 or 3 nights a week then, just because it'll be so darn hot here. But yeah, it's nice. We like it. We've been talking about it for 3 or 4 years, saving. And then we pulled the trigger, and we pulled the trigger after COVID when everybody else was apparently buying hot tubs, and it took 5 months to get it. So, you know,
Patiently waiting. Impatiently waiting.
like a lot of things now. Yeah, we weren't the only ones waiting for that, or we've heard of people waiting on furniture for months.
Yeah.
So
We're glad it's here.
yeah, it's awesome. So I think today we're gonna, I don't know that we were talking about doing some crazy stuff yesterday, but we're gonna go on a 2-mile walk. We're gonna do some push-ups. We're gonna do some abs. What I was gonna do today is I was gonna clear a bunch of stuff out of the way, and basically, you do squats in your garage, or in your living room, or your apartment, or wherever. Do body weight squats, do push-ups, do crunches. Do that over and over and over every day, and then go for a walk. And if you're one of those people that isn't used to walking 2 miles a day, that would have a hard time with that, start walking a half a mile a day. And you know, something's sore, suck it up, buttercup, keep doing it. And then get it to 3/4 of a mile, and then a mile. Once you get to where you do a mile every day, we walk at a pretty good clip, but I would say if you can do a mile, when you get your mile walk down to 18 minutes, if you're somebody that hasn't been doing anything, then bump it up to a mile and a half, with the idea being, okay, I should be able to do that in 27 minutes, give or take, and get the 2 miles to where you're at 36 minutes, and then try to bring the time down. And don't, I'm using these numbers because we can do 2 miles in 32 minutes on a day when we're really moving.
Yeah.
And we're walking, but it's not a stroll. And if you have to start out on a stroll, start on your stroll, but work on getting it a little quicker.
Yeah.
Because
And
you
fun.
want to get your lung capacity up and get the blood moving.
Yeah. And find a place that motivates you. Like, we went to Sarah's soccer practice the other night, and
God,
we
it
had
was
some
horrible.
time, and they had a track. So we did a mile around the track. It was the most boring walk ever. So then
Round and around the little track?
It was awful. So here we go a loop, and it's like exactly 2 miles from the house.
Through the neighborhood, you get to see
neighborhood.
some stuff. You get to
Yeah.
see some people out walking their dogs. What's going on? Like, just. But you know what? But here's the thing: if the local track is your thing and you want to count laps, by all means, go do it. I mean, it makes it easy to keep track of the distance. I mean, you don't have to find a specific course to walk if you got that close to you.
That's true.
We were just kind of bored by it. Like, that's why when I ran track, I did the 100 and the 200, and I had to run all the way around the track. I was more suited to that back then. Now I don't run. If it's chasing me and it's going to eat me, it's either going to eat me or I'm going to have my gun and I'm going to shoot it. problem solved.
Or you'll run faster than me.
Yeah, or I might trip somebody. If I could trip somebody, not you, but anybody else. I love y'all, but I like her a little more, and myself pretty much too. So work your ass off. Start somewhere, do something, plan some meals. Maybe you don't plan 7 days. Maybe you start planning 4 days to start with, and every day it's your effort day. I don't care. But if you're having effort day all the time and you're going to Wendy's every day or McDonald's every day, we're all smart enough to know that that's really not good for you. We're also all probably smart enough to know that a Snickers bar every day probably isn't real good for you. So, anyhow, that's what I got for today. You got anything else? Did we miss anything? No. So we're not exciting. Probably pissed a couple of you off. I really don't care. I mean, I do, but if you're upset with me because of some of my harsh words, tough luck. Have a great Sunday.